The marriage of a 70-year-old man and a 20-year-old woman was the talk of the town. After being married a year, the couple went to the hospital for the birth of their first child. The attending nurse came out of the delivery room to congratulate the old gentleman and said, "This is amazing. How do you do it, at your age?" The old man grinned and said, "You got to keep the old motor running." The following year, the couple returned to the hospital for the birth of their second child. The same nurse was attending the delivery and again went out to congratulate the old gentleman. She said, "Sir, you are something else. How do you manage it?" The old man grinned and said, "You got to keep the old motor running." A year later, the couple returned to the hospital for the birth of their third child. The same nurse was there for this birth also, and after the delivery, she once again approached the old gentleman, smiled, and said, "Well, you surely are something else. How do you do it?" The old man replied, "It's like I've told you before, you got to keep the old motor running." The nurse, still smiling, patted him on the back and said, "Well, I guess it's time to change the oil. This one is black." I laugh, ha 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 ah, ha. I laugh again, ha 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 ah, ha ha ha. Another joke. 3 women, one engaged, one married, and one mistress are chatting about their relationships and decide to amaze their men that night. All 3 will wear a sexy leather bodice, stilettos and a mask over their eyes. After a few days they meet again. The engaged girlfriend said, "The other night when my boyfriend came back home, he found me in the leather bodice, 4 stilettos and a mask and said, 'You're the woman of my life, I love you.' Then we made love all night long." The mistress stated, "Oh yes. The other night we met in the office. I was wearing the leather bodice, mega stilettos and the mask over my eyes. He didn't say a word, we just had wild sex all night." The married one then said, "The other night I sent the kids to stay at my mother's for the night. I got myself ready, leather bodice, the super stilettos, mask over my eyes and a raincoat. My husband came in from work, grabbed the TV controller and a beer and said, 'Hey Batman, what's for dinner?' I laugh, ha 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 ah, ha. I laugh again, ha 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 ah, ha ha ha.